Welcome to High Wycombe, one of the most hilly places in the world. Home to Buckinghamshire Chilterns University College, most of its students, and probably somewhere a lost troop of Spanish mountaineers. Today we will outline the task facing the inhabitants of Wycombe as they make their daily journey, and principally focusing on the story of two poor students. Now the following does contain very graphic scenes of hills. If anybody is offended by graphic shots of huge land masses, please look away now. Sunrise, 5:30 AM in High Wycombe. In just a couple of hours, people all over the town will be getting up, getting dressed, and generally getting ready for another hard day's work. 6 hours later, Damon, a student at Buckinghamshire Chilterns University College doing video production with creative writing, rises from his bed for the first lecture of the week. Damon recently moved into his new house, and although the walk to and from this house to campus does not include as many hills, the memory of his last dwelling is all too fresh in the memory.
Where I used to live, there was a hill called Deeds. There's a road called Deeds Grove. So I used to have to walk that 2-3 times a day, and it like helps you sleep.
At the start of the day, Damon's journey would start here, outside 107 Deeds Grove, before he headed off down a hill on his way to university.
I can't really deal with these hills, to tell you the truth. They're just, I came from London and relatively flat down there, and you just come to Wycombe and it's just amazing. Some of these hills are just unnatural. Get up, pull the curtains, look out, over the hill, just ran out sight down the road. Get ready for college, go down the hill, which is fine. I can handle that. But you know, you go to college and you do your thing, and you come back and you have to do the hills. I had to move. I couldn't stay there, it was too much.
4 minutes and 26 seconds into the journey, Damon has finished with the first hill of the day, Deeds Grove. He's very lucky not to break a leg in the process.
Every time I went on my journey, I would always see this one sign every time, as clear as day, and well, now every time I see 179, it just makes me want to cry.
I'm a smoker, so you know, my lungs tried to fail a couple of times.
Seven minutes and 57 seconds into the journey, Damon encounters yet another downhill slope. He's going to have to be careful with this one. Nine minutes and 32 seconds into the journey, when Damon encounters his first uphill of the day.
I just can't get the hang of having to walk up these it's like a mountain. I didn't bring any gear with me. you're never rid of hills when you live in Wycombe. It seems that the hills are the foundation for everything. Everything has been built. I don't want to do this anymore. I just can't do it. No.
Oh. Too much hill. Is he alright? No, I think it's too much talk about the hills. "13 minutes and 47 seconds and Damon's journey has finished. He has reached the university to start his day free from the threat of the hills for now. Done with his lectures for the day, Damon would head off to relax and have a drink with friends. When he finished, however, the reality of the impending journey home would hit.
Come on, man, it'll be okay.
Go on.
Leave me alone!
I think we're not.
I don't want to do it anymore! They can't hear you, the hills can't hear you. They can! Come on! It's not fair, you're taking the bitch out of me! I'll get Cindy.
Rob, have you got a dog?
Would you like to talk to Cindy?
1 minute and 59 seconds into the journey, we encounter our first hill. Sorry, Damon. Well done.
My legs are stronger. I've lost weight. I've hurt my ankles a couple of times, and I've got a weak knee. Don't move it. Goes out. Why should they? Hill.
Nine minutes and 32 seconds into the journey, and that upward slope has finally stopped. We've hit another one. This time, it's downhill. Let's go.
Oh, I should be going. Yeah, fine.
11 minutes and 15 seconds into the journey, and we encounter yet another upward hill. It's a biggie.
Okay, then one last question. For your last question, do you have any advice for anybody who is looking to move to Wycombe?
Yeah.
What's that?
Don't move here.
And 6 seconds into the journey, Damon would encounter his toughest challenge yet. We'd have to counter Deeds Grove.
Carry on! They listen to you, you know. They, no matter where you go, they're just there. They never leave you alone. They just, you walking down the road, and there's a hell front of you. There's a hill behind you, and you look at the side roads, and there's the hills, and they follow you. They follow you, and it doesn't stop there. No, yeah, they grow. They grow. I tell you, they. I can still hear them. Can you hear them? No more. I can't do that anymore.
22 minutes and 6 seconds in, Damon finally finishes his journey at 107 Deeds Grove after climbing all those hills. Damon's housemate James Keenan has a knee injury which he sustained playing sports on a hill.
Well, it was a bit of a tragedy because I was in the neighbour's back garden playing a game which I don't even like, which is football, and I was just simply kicking the ball about, and then this fierce man, yourself, came along, and I tried to tackle him, slipped on the grass, and that was that. I think the kneecap sort of popped out and then popped back in, and that was the end of my footballing day. At the moment, it's an absolute nightmare because everywhere you go, as you may have seen, I have to walk backwards up hills. I have to walk backwards because I cannot bend my knee enough to walk up, and it takes me a 10-minute walk is now a 40-minute walk. I have damaged my cartilage around the knee, and they believe I may have either ripped or partially torn my ligaments.
As has been shown, the hills of High Wycombe have a detrimental effect to the mental well-being of individuals in the town. They also have a terrible effect on the town itself, as was shown on the 14th of June 2001, when for the second time in history a lorry lost control coming down Amersham Hill and crashed into this building on the corner. Here follows a reconstruction of what happened on that fateful day. Situations like this are difficult for the emergency services to deal with. The emergency services also have other problems with the hill. That's excellent. Is that alright? That's good. Thanks so much, mate. Really appreciate it. In Wycombe, no one is safe from the hills. Not even the children. Now in our next case, we look at the case of young Paul Vickery, a student at the uni doing film with creative writing and video production. Paul has a momentous task to get himself to the campus every morning, trekking over several hills while remaining wary of oncoming traffic he may not be able to see. Here we see just how many hills Paul encounters on his typical journey.
I live at 6 Crosswood, about 3 miles away from the university campus. On a good day I can get to university in about 10-15 minutes, but more likely because I have to get there early in the morning in about half an hour. The journey to university is terrible, but at least I have a car.
Do you experience any difficulties in making that journey?
Mainly traffic, because of the hills, traffic goes real slow, so you can roll back quite fast my house from uni. There's been like, when it was icy there was a crash and I ended up being like an hour and a half late because there was nowhere else to go but up a hill to get to where I needed to go. So. There's a few blind corners and blind summits, as you say, but after a while of driving you kind of know where they are, so you just take a bit, you have to slow down a bit for them, so you just learn where they are.
How do you feel about the films?
I hate them, I think they're terrible, but the struggle of going over them every day makes me a stronger person in the long run, so I wouldn't change them for anything in the world.
So there you have it, the story of a town torn apart by the hills of High Wycombe. Whether you see them as good or bad, tiring or challenging, life-threatening tests of man's endurance, or just hills, one thing is for certain, they're here to stay.
The hill don't discriminate, they know who you are. If you make it over the edge, then baby you the star. The big top knows all the choices you chose, both respected and feared.